to another episode of Just Jordan Things, where I'm going to teach you all the things that I learned about marketing throughout the years. Let me know if you can hear me. I had some weird audio issues earlier, so I just want to make sure that you can hear my voice. But today we're going to be talking about content creation. And if you're unfamiliar with what content creation is, that's basically what I do. All the videos that I create and watch, there are a ton of people out there that now want to become content creators, YouTubers, TikTokers, and don't quite understand the elements of marketing, right, to build their audience and channels. So I hear that as a common theme from a lot of people. They don't understand how to get followers. They're doing these things, but they don't understand how it translates into building a channel. So let's talk about that journey and let's talk about how your self-awareness is key and critical in the development of your marketing and branding. Hello, just curious. How are you? Welcome. Let's talk about our ego because this is the thing that I see a lot of people when they're just starting out with their marketing start to do. They put their ego into their brand. And this isn't necessarily a bad thing, but when you're creating something for other people that you want other people to view, to engage with, to watch, it has to be for the person you're creating it for, not for yourself. Hello, Benny. So, what does this look like? Um, when you're creating something, it's not for your ego, right? Are you posting something because you look good and you want people to see that you look good? Or are you posting it for something that they can connect with emotionally? Is it something that will make them feel good, inspired, encouraged? Those kind of things. So, when we get to the transformation of posting because I think this looks good, I think I look good, to I think this will inspire people, this will help people grow, this will, invoke some sort of emotion in the person watching. That's when you get to strong content that builds an audience, that you can become an influencer, you can build a channel, people will want to come back and watch you. It can't be about yourself and your ego. So this translates into so much more than just content creators. This goes into all marketing. Anytime that you're marketing anything in your business, right? So if you're a reseller and you're showing, here's the thing I'm selling, that's still you. That's still me. I want to sell this, so I'm posting it online. You have to go beyond that and showcase why this piece could be valuable to the person using it. So let's go. Grand old example, let's go a pen. Okay. How would you market a pen? I can say something like, I really like this pen, right? Because that's word of mouth marketing. That's if you've built the trust, right? That's tapping into the trust element of why other people might want to use this. What I could say is this makes my bullet journaling look aesthetic. You can go on the practicality of it. If you're having trouble with highlighters that bleed and ruin your pretty little page, this won't do that, right? So that's a pain point. The pain point would be their ink getting smudged by other highlighters, right? They're trying to remove that pain point. So it's not about, hey, I have this pen for sale, who wants it? It's, this is how this pen can transform your life, can change something in what you're currently doing, that you're looking for, that you're seeking. So as you start to formulate, pick an item right now. Pick an item that you think you would want to try to market, whether it's something that you're reselling, maybe it's an advertisement that you've recently seen, something that you've purchased that you were like, oh, that was something that really invoked a desire in me to buy that item. What was that ad? What was that? What is that thing? Have that in your head or type it in the comments. We can do this as a group practice item. So what is it that you can invoke the emotion of someone else with? Let's see. We can go, like, again, super practical things, right? It's easier to do it with practical things because catnip, it makes happiness with your cat. We all love watching catnip videos. We know what this does when the cat interacts with it. It's a, positive, happy experience. It can take away, the annoying behaviors of your cat. If you're really trying to get something done and focus, that's why I have it on my desk, because my cat jumps up on my desk when I'm trying to do things and I have to go put it over there so that he will go over there and be more interested in the catnip than bugging me. But let's try to do some impractical items. I'm trying to think everything I have is practical. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. This one. Probably the least practical item I have. This is a decor item, okay? This looks like a spray bottle. It's not a real spray bottle, okay? But that can be a selling point of it if you want to trick your friends, right? So you're inspiring the kind of fun emotion of someone that likes the experience or having a talking point with their friends in their house. It looks like a giraffe. So if you're someone that likes things that look like other things, again, that kind of fun, playful, witty, this is for the decorator that wants to surprise people. It's subtle enough that you wouldn't notice it unless you called it out. So that's, right? We're starting to kind of build on that. It's not about your own ego. And you can even go back to when the company that was designing this and making this, what were they thinking? What was going on? What were they like? Oh, this will definitely sell. Someone will buy this. I am the someone. I did buy this. So what is it that makes them want to think about buying this? Used soccer shirts. Okay. Used soccer shirts. This is a great one. So is this a well-known soccer jersey of a player? Or is this just a high school soccer jersey, right? There's a play on both of them. One of is the nostalgia. One is the a signed athlete's jersey. Or even if it's not signed, it was played in a big event. This is the jersey that, I don't know any soccer players off the top of my head, but this is the player's jersey where they practiced every single day in this jersey before they played this big game, even if it wasn't the jersey worn in that big game. There's some sort of nostalgia or memorabilia that you can associate with it. If it's just, let's talk about high school jerseys. This is the discount that you're getting, the savings that you're getting. You don't have to purchase the expensive jersey because jerseys are expensive. So you're playing into the people that like the budget. They're trying to save money. You want to give your kids the soccer experience, but everything in sports is so expensive. How do you do it if you're someone on a budget or trying to save money? You have 5 kids and they all need soccer jerseys. You're not going to be able to buy all of them brand new soccer jerseys every single year. Having a hand-me-down is the next best thing. Still going to give them the experience, the memories. You can buy them multiples of them so that they can have one in the wash and one ready to go if they need to go to practice and they forgot to wash it the day before. So the practicality behind it is a good play. The other thing, once you've learned how to market one specific item, is it what your audience overall is looking for? So building an audience based on the persona and energy that you're trying to sell off of one item, you probably want to continue with multiple items in the same category so that when you're marketing, you're drawing someone in that might have an interest to any of these things, not just one, right? So we don't want to do this and this because this is a critical thinking book. This is a completely different scope. And the likelihood of someone being attracted to both of these things is lower than if you're having someone be attracted to this and also this. Goofy, silly stress ball. Giant, oversized stress ball, right? So it's it's kind of that audience building scope of how many things in your niche, as my mother, that's her favorite word. It's her favorite word. I am less about sticking into one niche as far as like siloing yourself into one thing. But when you're just starting out, it does have that benefit of growing that audience in that specific way. And this is where content pillars, always expanding on it, content pillars comes into play because you can have three different types of things that you play on. So you want to cycle between the three different types of content that you're doing. So you want to be more than just the person that sells the quirky, funny things, because that pigeonholes you too much into one thing. You want to have a variety that goes along the same lines so that you can sell both of these things and people can associate you with both of these things. But you want to have a surplus of whatever it is you're selling so that you're talking about this 3 times, and then you're talking about this 3 times, and then you're talking about one other thing. Maybe it's your personality. What's that? Oh, it's my receipt. So let me know if I'm going too fast, or let me know if that makes sense. Because that's honestly my favorite thing about marketing, is that puzzle of how do you build it bigger? How do you keep expanding on the things that you've already done? How do you relate back to your niche in a different way? How do you expand on the group of people that you're trying to talk to, identify them, find more of them, find additional interests that might be in that same bubble of the people that you're talking to? That's something that I've done on my channel a lot, is finding out, we like thrifting, right? We all like thrifting. That's fun. It's neat. But we also are all kind of chaotic in our every single day. Like, we all love funny, silly things that happen, and the most random things, like we forget about things a lot. A lot of us have ADD. So we're kind of expanding on what that audience is and what's relatable within that generalized niche, and bringing, like, expanding the niche. Expand your niche. Just seeing them makes me want them. They're great. They're great, fun tools. And honestly, I have so many squishy things on my desk because I'm a fidgeter. I have to be doing something while I'm doing something. I usually use them during a meeting or a call so that I can, like, actually focus on what people are saying and be fidgety, because otherwise I'm like moving around in my chair, I'm scrolling through tabs on my computer. You gotta figure out how to maintain your focus. Do I have any questions, any specifics? Anyone a reseller that would like to know different ways that they can advertise the products that they have? Something that I did, which was a very simple, easy, it took me 10 minutes to put it together. I took a picture of something. I would take it off my shelf. I would say, how would I style this home decor item, right? So I would take it out, and then I would put it in 3 different types of scenes or decor styles. So I would just go to Pinterest. I would take a picture off of, maybe if it was a kitchen item, it could be the minimalist kitchen. It could be a dark kitchen, cottagecore, or gothic kitchen, or barn house, right? So any of those keywords that you have for the style, and then which one would it work best in? Ask your audience the question what they think it would work best in. That does 2 things. It does 3 things. It expands your range into people that would be interested in either like any of the 3 things, the decor styles that you're talking about in the video, right? And then it also tells you what your audience is most interested in, so that in the future you can do more of whatever the most common theme was. So if it was all cottagecore, okay, maybe I should try to find more cottagecore related things and do specifically about that, and then see how that grows. The third thing it does is it asks your audience a question and engages with them. That is another big thing about making content. You're not talking at people. On social media, you want to be social. You want to talk to them. You want to ask questions, make them feel heard, make them feel engaged with, right? And that's kind of, if you'll see at the start of these videos, I ask how you're doing. Can you hear me? All of those are an opening to engage with my audience, ask how you're doing. I want to know. And you have to be genuine about it, obviously. I genuinely do like knowing how you guys are doing and what's going on, but a reminder to yourself to make sure that you're not acting like a robot on a screen with the people that you're talking to online. I think those are my big points for today. I don't want to overwhelm you with too much information, but that's a really good starting point for you to sit down if you are a content creator and you've made stuff in the past, or if you are looking to start making more things or market your items. Use this as a benchmark and kind of go as a checklist for the next time you make a video. Did you start with an engaging way to hook your audience in, right? We call that a hook. Start with an engaging hook. Ask them a question. Start with a relatable tag, right? Let them know what's going to be happening in the video that draws into their interest. Are you invoking an emotion with them? Are you being relatable? Are you tying it into them and their interest and not what you want to say? So I will leave you with that today. I appreciate all of you for being here. Thank you for liking and subscribing. And as always, you may leave questions for me, send me an email, or I don't know, send me some smoke signals on what questions you have about marketing, and I will be sure to answer them